Hi, how are you everybody? This is Miss Doaa, your math teacher with you. We're gonna study today Pythagorean Theorem for grade 8. First, let's make quick review for what did we study before. We will use it today also. Here, like what you see here, this is right triangle. From where I know this is right triangle from this picture. Like what you observe here, we have right angle. The measure of the right angle, we said before, it is 90 degrees. This is right angle. Its measure 90 degrees. It has two acute angles. 1, 2. The measure of the acute angles is less than 90 degrees. The side that is the opposite of the right angle is called hypotenuse. This side is the opposite of the right angle. It's called hypotenuse. And hypotenuse, this is the longest side for right triangle. I will write letter C for this hypotenuse. We have also the other two sides are called legs. Leg A, this one, and leg B, this one. So we have two legs, A and B. I can write here leg A, no problem, and write this leg B, no problem. And the hypotenuse, the longest side, I will write letter C. Let's see our lesson today. Pythagorean Theorem. We will use it to find the length of any side of right triangle, especially for right triangle. What is the Pythagorean theorem? Let's see. The square of the hypotenuse of a right triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. How come? Here, this is hypotenuse, C. So the square of the hypotenuse, C squared, equals what? The sum of the squares of the other two sides. The other two sides here, A and B. So let's find its squares. A squared plus B squared. This is the Pythagorean theorem for right triangle. I can write C squared equal A squared plus B squared, or A squared plus B squared equals C squared. If I want to find any one of legs, it's very easy. We can write A squared equals C squared minus B squared. C squared minus B squared. If I want to find the other leg, B squared equals C squared also, the square of the hypotenuse, minus another leg, A squared. This is if I want to find the square of hypotenuse, any leg. If I want to find C only, we will take the root. Take the root of what? A squared plus B squared. This is the hypotenuse. This is the hypotenuse length. Here, leg A, take the root, C squared minus B squared. This is leg A. Let's see leg B. Leg B, that's the length, root C squared minus A squared. Let's apply this theorem here in the examples. Example number 1. Find C. What is C here, Yamis? This is the hypotenuse. Because here I have right triangle. If I have right triangle and I have two side lengths, I want the third one, automatically we will use Pythagorean theorem. Here the Pythagorean theorem, C squared, because I want to find the hypotenuse, equals A squared plus B squared. Let A equals 5, let B equals 12. So equals 5 squared plus 12 squared. 5 squared, it means 5 by 5 is 25, plus 12 squared, it means 12 by 12, it is 144. So c squared equals 169. Now let's find c only. Take the root of 169 equals 13. When you write it on the calculator, root 169, you will find it 13. This is easy. Okay, let's see another. Find the missing length. Here, the missing length, he gave me A equals 3, C, the hypotenuse, equals 5. He wants to find B. Okay, this is right angle, so this is right triangle. So I will use Pythagorean theorem. B squared, here I will find one of the sides, okay, not the hypotenuse. So I will subtract c squared minus a squared. C squared, it is 5 squared, minus a squared, it is 3 squared. 5 squared, it means 5 by 5, 25, minus 3 squared, it is 3 by 3 equals 9. So b squared equals 25 minus 9 equals 16. Let's take the root to find b alone. Take the root of 16 equals 4, because 4 by 4 equals 16. This is easy. Okay, this problem solving TV screen. What does this mean? All of us have TV screens at our homes. How to find the size of the TV screen in your home? If the dimension of a TV screen is 16 inches by 14 inches, let this 16 and let this 14. What is the TV screen size? If I want to find the TV screen size, how come, you miss? The length of its diagonal gives the size of a TV screen. What is the diagonal? If you match from this point to this point, this is diagonal. This is what? This is diagonal. Okay, if I know the length of the diagonal, automatically we can know the size of a TV screen. Here, you miss, if I want to use Pythagorean theorem for right triangle, from where I know this is right triangle? Yeah, the TV screen is, the shape of the TV screen is rectangle. We know before that the rectangle has 4 right angles. So I have 4 right angles. So when I match from this point to this point, this triangle has 1 right angle here. So this is right triangle. So I can use easily the Pythagorean theorem to find C, the hypotenuse. So write it here, c squared equals a squared plus b squared. Let a equals 14, so 14 squared. Let b equals 16, so here 16 squared. Let's find c. Take the root of 14 squared plus 16 squared. On the calculator, you will find it 21.26. So it is about 21. Why it is about 21 inches? Because here after decimal point, this is number 2. So if we have after decimal point less than 5, it will not increase the whole number, it will stay same. So stay 21. So the TV screen size here is about 21 inches. Easy? The last point in our lesson today, the most famous right triangle. These triangles are repeated many times in the problems. Here, 3, 4, 5. These sides are famous, are repeated many times. If I have 3 and 4, I will know the hypotenuse is 5. If I have the hypotenuse 5 and one of the sides is 3, I will know the second side will be 4. The other one here, 6, 8, 10. These also famous sides for right triangle, 6, 8, 10. Here also 5, 12, 13. 5, 12, 13. In these triangles, if we know the length of two sides, we can say I'm sure that I know the third side. Okay? So till here we finished our lesson today. Thank you so much for your listening. Ramadan Kareem.